Hello, good evening Tribuners. Welcome back with me Kusnul Asyaifah in Indonesian News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an up-to-date and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is, online Arisan members in Makassar rate owners are defective up to 4 billion. At night, dozens of the informants members under of the guise of social gathering come to the owner hideout the information admin in Makassar, Monday the 23rd of May 2022. The location is the National Housing Complex, Antang, Manggala District, Makassar City. The owner, who is known to the intimacy of the is suspect of the hiding at the his girlfriend house, who is the admin of the fake digital social gathering. The procession of the member is to collect in the investment money that has been previously deposited. In the fact, the owner has been reported to the South Sulawesi Regional Police regarding to the case. We have the 10 people here. From the 100 of the victim, the total is 4 billion. Expert of the member from the Goa, 20 years old, Amalia, when approached. Amalia and a number of his member adapted to the head previously changed but not fully. I just want to take to the police how many times I have come to the colleague is without good faith. She said, who suffered a loss of the 56 million, and he demanded that was temporarily by the investment because she was afraid a higher profit of the profit through payment. Took online, the system is profitable. So we went in fast 5 days later. It's already there the result, said Amelia. For 1 billion, the profit is 1 profit to million. In 5 days, if 5 million, the profit is 5.5 million. In the 5 days, he continued. Amelia joined after 1 December 2022 after seeing advertisement of the Instagram. Moreover, some of the friends also include him with the lure of the promised profit. Lucky, a daring transaction between both the member and the investment owner. A number of police personnel from the Manggala sector led the chief of the police. Commissioner of the police Supriyadi Idrus arrived at the location. Adi Supriyadi Idrus is called immediately prevents of the debate of the sector, the PA and the man who held claiming here to the police Manggala sector. We have brought the main suspect, PA, to the office. We also bring her boyfriend because we don't until more people come, said Police Commissioner Eddie. For more compel, Eddie explained, the modus operandi of the social gathering or the investment is to provide advances at the start. After arrive at the police in the Manggala sector, PA and her boyfriend were picked up by the police optional team for the South Sulawesi Yard, according to the police report from the previous Monday. The next news is, Acting Regent of Sarolangun Sidak to the Chatib Regional General Hospital. After being sworn in the acting regents of the Sarolangun, Henrizal went straight to work Tuesday in the morning. Henrizal made a Sunday inspection at the Chatib Quezon of Hospital Sarolangun. Harris, without bringing up the number of officials, saw the condition of service, facilities, and infrastructure, as well as the prepare of the medical staff on the night duty of the Cipelang County Hospital. From his observation, a number of VIP rooms are not well immaculate. In fact, Henry found enormous patient beds lying everywhere. In addition, Henry was not very concerned by the number of medical personnel, so the condition of the toilet and the toilet grass in the hospital year and had not been cleaned. Henrizal had time to ask a patient about the service of the Sarolangun General Hospital, is it good or not? The male patient, approximately 16 years old, with his address at the Cipelang Village, Sarolangun Sub-District, said the public hospital service were quite good. Okay, sir, there are suspect complaints, he said to the Acting Regent of the Sarolangun. Meanwhile, he said the initial concept of being snowman, Acting Regent of the Sarolangun, by checking all basic service, public facilities, social facilities in Sarolangun Regency. Especially, like the Capital Sub-District and no less important house hospital and the health center, that I have to choose, he said like that. Henrizal admitted that he did have realized he wanted to go to the regional hospital of the Sarolangun Regency, not on purpose but I visit the hospital. My plan is after sunset to go to the hospital, because I was still tired of the 20:30 last night. Very well, after I come straight here, he said like that. Henry Hospital saw the object, the services, the consequences Sarolangun Hospital. Henrizal thanked the medical staff because he found none of the officers sleeping. I'm an objective, even my officers are always grateful. No one sleeps, someone is asleep. He turned a salsa in each selection of the status awake, meaning they are working, he said. However, what is this for me included by the managing assistant for hospital? I don't anything comment because have been seen, and it is clear what these combinations are. Regularly, hospital suspend if it's only seen that the new surface it is only wrong, but the hospital it is still relatively weak that the results are like that. The next news is the discovery of the bomb in Tarakan shocks a resident. The North Tarakan Police Chief, Adjutant to the Police Commissary, Kistaya confirmation to the discovery of the bomb. The discovery of the dangerous object was location in the night for 11 is a North Tarakan Village Sunday. On the one interviewed by the TRIBUN Kaltara.com, Monday, May 23, 2022, Kistaya explained that he bombed and was estimated to be to around 14 centimeters in the diameter of the 1.5 meters long. It has not been measured and will still be estimated bigger and the professionals discovery at the Selangkungan yesterday, he said. The bomb at the millions of the gravel Tarakan is a legacy still active, and the theory of the major threat to the discovery of the object really simple. Bomb and the 11 is Rukun Tetangga Quzwein. As a village was confirmation by the police chief around North Tarakan. It has not been measured that it's been a being estimate bigger than his previously discovered at Sarolangun yesterday. He said that its destination bomb is still a cave and a harsh tiger. It is kind blank bomb because it is a 430-inch bag that is a hard art objectives exploit. The radius of the explanation is estimated based on information received by the party clone be to more than 5 kilometers. The transfer process will be carried over by the Jeddah team and using heavy equipment according to the standard over and the professional. A team Gagana who move, he explained. Based on the data, in his working area, in his third time, the two bombs it hit found during the Taras and Sector Police North Tarakan. As for a third discovery, he added because a knife was found and a party recame the morning report. He immediately moved down the location to check the situation. The next news is Rismaharini observes a landslide location in the Cijeruk, Bogor. The Minister of the Social Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Rismaharini, visited the landscape disaster site of the Cipelang Village, Cijeruk District, Bogor Regency, Monday during of the evening visit. Of the evening visit, Rismaharini evaluated when the house of the victim who was offended by the landslide last Saturday. Rismaharini came to the ones to provide social assistance. The assistant was in the front of the case among the 15 million and children's toys. From us, there is a standard of social accession of the 15 million people, but one will also have 3 younger siblings for the school implement versus all 3 parents and still a 3 Risma to the media crew. She also appealed to the public to remain village because we want to accredit. I hope that during healthy rains it was possible to continue at the outside temporarily to avoid many more victims. She said this Ministry of the Social Affairs, mainly Risma as to the sub-district had to the village had to immediately have taken care of the social security administration of the pregnant, women surveillance of the being half 50 who will give birth in the 1 month. And the one giving better let the government. Consistent government have to provide the cost of the birth and the medical treatment for the period of the time give birth, she added. Risma said that she would send a officer to the rescue and the trauma of the suspector of the landslide. The next news is Master of the police entry front at the Palembang arrested. The police of the region of the cast instrument of the front entering police with the main suspect of the front, namely Rizky Wahyu Dinata and 26 years old resident of the Bukit Sangkal, Kalidori. Rizky is suspect is daring his victim by provoking to make it easier for the victim to pass the police officer. Ultimately, the victim lost reached 590 million. We are arrested the suspect while he was at the cafe at Jakabari, which one where is before. Has arrived by the female suspect who was in the field before sexual rescue by the bottle. The modus operandi is the launching is the frontal act by the luring The victim to the hold victim children to the past police by the asking for the sum of the 590 million, but the victim charge did not pass, or indeed the suspect was not recast. 3 Wahyudi Freedom, May 2022, he continued. In this case, the suspect reality, the victim that report the war immediately a follow-up and the suspect. In the security that suspect first a woman who was role as a talk make a fake later. From development is not that the real brain is a risky, he said. From the result of the police investigation, the suspect demanded that he embezzled to use unfairly money to build his business, successfully building a consistent office. The risky suspect admitted the had the confirmed the victim that they could help the victim child into the police. The suspect will be subject to Section 372 and 378 of the Criminal Code with a threat of 4 years imprisonment. The next news is resident of the Sukkah Harjo changes up Pancawagit Solo. Just because they said logo and another Sidak college at the street, 3 Solos residents with the initial VAD, 90 years old TTS, 20 years old, ARH, had a manner of the meter by EB, yet 20 years old, and this female find SA, 20 years old, a resident of the Sukkah Harjo. The incident began when the suspects were crying out on social activity for their Silat College group in Tawamangu, Karangajar Regency with 110 members on Saturday, May 2022. And the last news is fire in Kuala Tangkal Firstman Village flared to 5 resident houses. The fire that occurred in Daipordang, 7th village of the Kampung Nelayan Tunggal Ilir District, Tanjung District, West Jabung Tagabar, scored 5 resident houses. In addition, 2 are by the house were the Wi-Fi damaged and 6 of another house were significant damage. There are 5 houses that were burned down. To the units were the heavily damaged. 6 houses were the lightly damaged. He said unit said Philip had the first man village Sofia de Halus yesterday. While the family court and become victim were 15 family court and 58 people, including 2 the boys and the 3 older girls. Sofian said the source of the fire came from Jamila house, which is spread to the spiritual house next to it. Their words to consolation is the disaster to the amount to less versus cannot to be estimated. Character fire says the police line has been installed to prevent residents that the children from the eating the rubble. And the fire is also provided by the assistant and help post the victims who are injured. Well, I think that's all news for today. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.